Let me swap these. Put this over here. And this will come over here. I'll actually split the screen. That way I can do my schoolwork here. All right. Check. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. See if any API will hop in. Whatever. Pull up all the pertinent information I need to add into the header. Roles teacher. Hi, my name's Jeff. I don't know why it doubles it. Let's put the course number in. Copy. Paste. And check lab. Copy. Paste. Copy that. For some reason, it just doesn't auto-populate onto every single page after the first one. Now it'll populate. Comma. There's a bunch of numbers there. Differentiate. All right. So for this assignment, we're going to be doing 3 key points. Step one. Can we get rid of that? Alright, whatever. That's not going away. Okay. Thank you for the like. Sorry if you hop in here. 2 likes. If you guys hop in here, please say hi in the chat because I cannot. How's it going? Just. Yeah, oh, now I get tons of fucking notifications for like no goddamn reason. I don't want to know when people reply back in the discussion boards for my classes. No one gives a shit. We're just posting so we don't get a fucking failing grade. Okay. All right. 500 words. God damn, I hate word minimums. Oh, we only need 100 more words. Haha. Only need 100 more words to hit the minimum word requirement. Word requirements on assignments is the dumbest thing ever, in my opinion, because say that the word requirement is 1,000 words, but The you can get to the point, make your point, and do everything in 500 or less. You don't need all this fluff. The fluff words don't add to your intelligence. They don't add to you actually showing that you're knowledgeable in the subject. They don't add to anything. The fluff is bullshit that academics put in there to try and justify why they have a fucking job versus getting to the damn point, showing that you understand the point and that you understand the material. That's what the assignment should be, but all the fluff words make it stupid as shit. And it's annoying. That's why whenever there is a minimum required words, I usually try and hit just at that minimum required words because I don't want to over explain or go over. Other times, minimum required words is very low and but it's a highly technical subject and you have to kind of go into detail and that will lead you into writing, say the assignment's only 500, minimum of 500 words, but you end up writing 7, 8, 9 pages because each of the points that they ask you to talk about is highly specific and technical, so you're talking about those technicalities, then you're having to explain that. Then yes, you're gonna go well over the word count, but minimum required word counts is stupid in my opinion. Most difficult step in the checkering process. In my Thank God for spell check because I just misspelled the same word 3 times, even though I was hitting all the right keys. If spell check did not exist, so many people would fail all of their classes and also look stupid as shit in emails and every other correspondence that there is. Like when I go to set up my streams and stuff, I have to recorrect certain things because the defaults that are saved on my YouTube, I'm so fucking lazy when it comes to this. There, some of the stuff is misspelt in it, and I misspelled it initially the first time, corrected it, but it's saved as the with the misspellings. So anytime I go to upload anything, the default little spiel that's in there before I add description or whatever else that actually pertains to that video has like 3 or 4 misspellings and I always just correct it and I've never updated it. It's been that way for like oh god, 8 years. Yeah, almost 8 years now. My wife just texted me, do I want to do something today? I want to get this done because as soon as I am done with these assignments for this class and turn it all in, I have, I'm getting my associate's degree. So this is the finals for this at, in total. Once I get my associate's degree, then I am gonna take a couple months off. Gonna take a couple months off of going to school, and then I'm gonna go right back into school to get a bachelor's. Actually, looking at a couple colleges. There's one that is really standing out to me right now, and I'm gonna go get a bachelor's degree. So that's next in the queue for me when it comes to education wise. I yeah. Most difficult step was. What's up, Bessie? Most difficult step in this process. This is I'm doing a paper for a hands-on lab that I've been doing for college. Most difficult step in it was finding the time to do it. Yeah, I've hopped in on the game chat, the voice chat a few times. Also, even tried to stream in there, and no one showed up either. So, yeah, but that happens. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this written assignment done. I got two. I got a quiz week, a quiz and a final for this that I need to do, and then I also have the practical assignment to finally do. But that's easy. I'll stop the stream at that point and film that, edit it together, and then send it off because I have to do a video of it. Pumpkin Jack, nice. Yes, I've been trying to do that as well. It's just been hard finding the time to do that between having a 9 month old, 3 year old, 27-year old, and what's up, Dylan? And 27-year old's my wife. I have to, you know, be a daddy. But uh yeah, it's difficult finding the time between doing having a full-time job and being a full-time student. What's up, Elvis? Uh and yeah, it's just difficult finding time to do anything these days. Full-time job, parent, spouse, um coordinating with Joey. We are coordinating to what's it called, to film some more because we got for me for episode one. There's like two more scenes that we have to film, and then it's over to him for I think he has a couple more scenes that he needs to shoot on his own, and then all it's post production. It's just post production magic, and episode one, season three of Punny Meets World will come out. So yeah, if you do hop in here and talk about that, we could talk about that. But I'll talk about what I can when it comes to that. It is coming. It'll be in 2024, and we will be dropping some things for you guys, some content, you know, to build up anticipation and everything else. But yeah, that is coming. 2024 will be uh, will be the release, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It probably, yes. You're in the ballpark. You're getting there. So yeah, uh, that is a very accurate statement, Essie. Yes, we are definitely striving for 20% cooler. Thank you for the like. 3 likes. Not bad. Most difficult step in this hand checkering process. So hand checkering is when you take a piece of wood and then if you look at like older photos of say a hunting rifle or even like an old school musket that's like really expensive and had a lot of work done on it. Hand checkering is the design pattern that you see carved into the wood. So the technical class that I was doing is on hand checkering. So that's what I am doing a paper on right now. Um, aim moving forward, I would like to start a business. Doing gunsmithing right now for excuse me, doing gunsmithing at the Sonoran Desert Institute. I would like to start up my own company that's in that because it firearms are amazing devices mechanically, and the way that they work and everything is it's basically the same thing as like people that are into cars or anything like that. I just love making them work, troubleshooting them, working on them, all that stuff. So I would want to start a business, a gunsmithing business, and turn it into possibly even designing and making my own firearms. But that's it's up, Josh. But right now, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. The next thing that I want to go into, that I want to take classes for is to become better at acting, screenwriting, and just everything in general when it comes to that. Because acting, screenwriting, producing, um, that's always been a passion for me. It's always been something that I've loved and I love doing. So actually, the next thing I'm looking into is majoring in basically doing podcasts, vlogs, everything like that. It's production and new media. That's I think the title of the course is that I'm looking to take next after I finish my associate's degree in firearm science. Um, I'd be looking at a bachelor of the arts in new media and new media design, which is basically uh, learning how to do everything that you see, like all these big YouTubers do, like Mr. Beast, all these, the big names, guys that they've been doing for a long time. Um, they actually have college courses that teach you how to set up the production, how to do all that stuff, how to go into that field because that is an entire field of work that isn't just being done by guys in their garages, my garage, guys in the garages, but they're also being done by companies, and this is how people are creating content and creating news, creating media and stuff like that, and that's something that I'm interested in, that I want to do. I do want to start a podcast and you know have all that have that fun. Um, so that's something that I've been wanting to do is start a podcast, but just haven't had the time or a co-host to bounce back and forth because it's always better for me when I'm talking with someone versus just a monologue. Like that's the thing that I've been finding frustrating. So that's something that I've been wanting to do is to study more on that, learn about it, and launch into that because if I can start a successful podcast, a successful, turn this, grow this channel, grow it even more. That'll help Joey. That'll help the show, and also it'll just be something that I've been passionate about and wanting to do for a while now. So that's something that I want to do. Speaking for YouTubers. Hmm. Yeah. I'm not really into the horror genre of movies, but I'll have to check that out to see those references that are in there. What I had for my paper. Uh, the difficult part was working with a poor. It is one word, not two words. Why the heck did I hit the damn space bar? Yeah, and that's yeah. There's a yeah. I've loved acting for a long time. Ever since I was a little kid, I always said I wanted to be an actor, and not to be famous or anything like that. Not to have people like um, look at me and be like, "Oh, look at that guy." To be popular or anything. That was never the motivation for me. It was just I really liked movies. I really liked TV shows, and acting was always a passion for me. It was always something that I wanted to do. And when I had the opportunities to do it, I loved it. I think I was doing like little plays in churches and stuff like that because grew up going to church. So I'd always, anytime that there was like a chance to do something with acting, uh, what's up, Deaton? There was a anytime there's a chance to act, I'd jump on it. So that is something that I've loved for ever since I was a kid. But yeah, it's to me, it's a passion. It's something that I've always wanted to do. It's never been looking for name recognition or wanting people to see me or be popular. It's always been just something I've loved doing. So when Joy came to me with the opportunity, with this concept, this crazy concept of animated ponies in the real world, I was like, yes, I'm doing it. I wasn't even hesitate. I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yes, I'll do it. I didn't even really watch I didn't never had seen My Little Pony or anything. I'd heard about it, but I'd never seen it. But he pitched me the idea, and I instantly said yes, and went off with that. Anytime that there is an opportunity to do any type of acting and or any type of plays, I would uh, I would jump at it. I once because I can do this type of accent right here. Um, I had all the talking parts for Russians in say one, because yeah, there's like a main character that someone else was casted for, but then every other person that was speaking that was Russian in Fiddler on the Roof. I went to I was at a private school at the time. Um, every I had every talking part for a Russian because I could do these accents that sounds kind of like it comes from Eastern European. So I had all the talking parts for Russians, which was funny. Uh, Yeah, yeah, that is true, Elvis. People usually do become popular, but that's not. Some people go into things wanting the popularity. That's never been my intention. Is the popularity? Popularity is just basically like a happy side effect of doing what I actually care about. And what I actually care about is, acting and, the production side of things. Um, but yeah, being popular has never been a goal for me. It's always just been finding something that I love doing and doing it. Uh, Sorry, trying to catch up on some of this chat here. Mm. Yeah, I stopped, SE, going back to your comment about Modern Warfare 3. I actually uninstalled and stopped playing Modern Warfare 2. Um, I try not to be political when it comes to content and things, but this is my stance, especially being a father. Um, I stopped completely playing Modern Warfare 2 after they removed Nick Merck's bundle from the store, um, because his tweet was literally "just leave the kids alone." Is literally that's all his tweet said, and Activision took down his bundle, and the moment they did that, I was like, "I'm done with you." And I have he wasn't saying anything against a community. He wasn't saying anything against anyone. He was just saying, let kids be kids. And when has that become a controversial thing to say? Is let a child be a child. Let them enjoy their childhood. And when he that's literally all his point was let kids be kids. And when they removed his bundle from the store for saying that, I stopped playing altogether. And then I think 3 months ago, I deleted off my Xbox Modern Warfare 2 to make room for other games so I could play other games. And I have no intention of going back to play Modern Warfare or anything until they make a public statement, retracting what they did, because it's not controversial to say, let children be children. And that's all. That's my entire stance on it. It's, not political, not, saying one thing or the other, not attacking anyone, not attacking any community, just saying let kids be kids. And the fact that that is a controversial statement, uh, according to some people, I'm not going to give my money to that. I'm not going to spend $100 on a game that is going to take down, you know, a collaborative, thing, because someone said just let a child be a child. So that's, yeah, I'm done with COD on that. Um, I've actually been playing a lot of Starfield. Um, so yeah, that's yeah. I stopped playing Modern Warfare, and the fact that it's not being well received is hilarious. Well, they Modern Warfare has, or Activision and COD has just in general been going the way of the dodo bird, because they've been for the last several titles that they've released have just been shitting all over their fan base and pandering to basically like Fortnite crap. Like, really, it's basically just Fortnite with COD. It's COD Fortnite, and Fortnite's Fortnite. I played the beta of Fortnite before it became popular. I didn't like it. and I never went back. Don't see the point of it. That's just something I don't get. But turning an entirely, different IP into an IP that you see, oh, this game's making billions of dollars, so let's copy what they're doing. Well, how about not doing that? How about sticking true to your roots and just doing what you're gonna do? But yeah, so Earth to Pony. Um, to be honest, Deaton, I watched I think 2 episodes of Earth to Pony. So yeah, I can't really say I have a favorite episode of that. Um, but Pony Meets World had a lot of fun with it. I can't say that there's a single episode that's my favorite. Like every single one, we just did what we do, and it was fun. And then now with season 3, it's really getting back to the roots of how we first created Pony Meets World, and I'm loving it so far. Trying to catch up on the chat here. Hmm. Uh, I used to play Battlefield a lot, but then also Battlefield started doing the whole Fortnite thing with like skins and the battle pass and all that other crap. Instead of just you buy Battlefield, and then you could buy Battlefield Premium and then have the extra DLC. Um, when Battlefield decided to go the way of a battle pass for their premium and just start milking people for money, it's like no. Uh, Microtransactions are gonna kill the video game industry eventually, because it's not sustainable, especially with this economy and how everything costs so much now. With how everything costs, like that's one of the reasons why I haven't been buying any new games. Like I've been wanting to get new games to play, but I haven't gotten any new games because of the cost of everything. I'm not going to pay $70 for a game that is going to be then microtransactioned every 4 to 8 weeks of another $20, because then you get that $70 game turns into a $250 game over the course of right before it goes to the next. All right, see you, Josh. Have a good one, man. Uh, but uh, but yeah, that $70 game turns into like a $300 game. Why? Because the microtransactions. Oh, you have to buy the battle pass every 6 weeks, so you have to buy this, and then we're gonna release a new title and completely forget about this old title and stop support on it, stop updating it, stop everything with it, and it's like it the video game industry's just gone to shit when it comes to sustainable games. That's why I think so many people have um really grabbed onto like Baldur's Gate and Starfield and like these games that took a long time to develop and that are very open to long-term playability. Like Fallout 4. There's still people just going ham playing Fallout 4. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's people that are just, you know, Fallout 6, 76. Yeah, Fallout 76 wasn't, that great of a title when it comes to like its stuff, but there's still people that play it. People are looking for long-term playability on video games, and the developers are not giving that, especially with these multiplayer games. They're not giving that. Before, like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, like the original Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 had long-term playability, even especially on the multiplayer side. But nowadays, it's like they release it, and then you have 1 year to play it until they release the next title, and then after that 1 year is up, boom, done. You know that that game basically doesn't exist. No one gives a shit. None of the developers no one gives a shit about it. They just start shutting down servers left and right, and boom, it's gone. So it really is sad to see because I do love playing video games. Video games are fun, and they have destroyed the video game industry with the microtransactions and with the battle pass. I would like for them to create, for there to be a game that's going to be like the next COD title. Whoever makes the next COD title should do entirely away with battle pass, entirely away with battle royale, and just do the game. Just do the game right, do the multiplayer right, and instead of releasing a buggy game that's going to take 10 hours to download and that takes 3 hours to beat, make a game that has nonstop playability. Microsoft with Activision. That was the reason why I bought an Xbox. I had a PlayStation 4, and then the next gen consoles came out, and I was holding off on getting that until they, basically phased out the 4 and the 1, and then Microsoft bought Activision. They bought Bethesda. They bought a bunch of almost all the really big companies that make games. I saw that and I was like, they're gonna make everything for PC and or just the Xbox now. So I bought an Xbox because I already knew it was coming down the pipe. I think that Activision being owned by Microsoft, that everything's just going to stay the same. No one's going to want to do anything revolutionary anymore because they're like, oh, we're safe. We're owned by Microsoft. That's our safety net. We're just going to keep pumping out the same BS, and they're going to continue to just pump out soulless games that are just riddled with microtransactions. Oh, pay $40 and get this custom skin of a celebrity that no one really gives a shit about. But then we're going to pour millions and millions of dollars into making it seem like this is the new the new meta, as people are calling things nowadays. Like the Rose skin, when the Rose skin was broken as shit in Modern Warfare 1 and 2, I think. And the hitboxes, like it was glitched. They're going to do the same shit. They're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, where is that comment? Yeah, SE. It's like what you said. Independent games. Independent games are the way to go. Like right now, on my computer, like on my gaming PC, I have Ground Branch, Arma 3, Mountain Blade 2, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, like the OG Star Wars Rogue Squadron that was originally for like Nintendo 64. I have the Nintendo 64 with it. Just have it tucked away and stuff. And Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's what I have on my gaming PC. And then when it comes to And then when it comes to my Xbox, I have actually let me pull that up right here. So put this on the screen. My library for my Xbox. Yeah, my library for my Xbox. I just pay for the Game Pass because then it gives me access to a ton of games. I don't have to actually pay for much. But on my Xbox, I have Starfield. Let me see. It's remotely starting up my Xbox so I can see the games that I have on it. So cloud gaming, that is actually a good thing that Xbox has that interfaces with the Microsoft PCs. It's amazing. And so, like right now, I just started up on my other screen, my other monitor over here. That's my Xbox home screen. My Xbox is upstairs in my bedroom. So on my Xbox, I have Starfield, NHL 23, because I've been playing that a lot more. NHL 23, it's fun. The Show 23, MLB The Show, Insurgency Sandstorm, and FIFA. Actually, I got Xbox controller right here. That's plugged in. Let's go to the library and see all the, because I do have an extended hard drive on there. So for I have Arma Reforger for the it's basically the alpha that is on Xbox, because Chivalry 2, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Enlisted, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online, Star Wars Racer, Star Wars Squadron, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Ghost Recon, Wildlands. Notice how I did not say any COD titles, because it's pointless. It's stupid. Let me shut that off. But yeah, that's what I got on my Xbox. Like I don't have anything that's COD related on there. Insurgency Sandstorm is actually a really fucking great game. I highly recommend it to anyone who's into hardcore, like, first person shooters, because that game literally, its default mode is hardcore. Like 1 to 2 shots and you're down. If you get headshotted by if you're doing the multiplayer of like PvP, if you get domed, you're domed. If you what's up, Kenji? If you get, what's it called? If you get body shot, you got maybe 1 to 2 shots before you're dropped. You can either run slick, no body armor, or have body armor. Body armor only gives you protection for a couple hits. Like the heavy body armor, you wear the heavy body armor, you could take maybe 4 shots and then you die. Yeah. So yeah, I stopped playing COD. I play Insurgency. When I want to play a shooter, I play Insurgency Sandstorm. When I just want to play sports, I have FIFA, MLB The Show, or NHL. And then when I just want to sit and relax and play a video game, Starfield. And then on my computer here, I have Ground Branch, Arma 3, and a couple other titles that I could choose from. So COD is not where it's at. Fortnite's not where it's at. Like, that's just the facts of it. It's, those games to me are unsustainable. The game model that they have is they're constantly releasing in-game content that's like, ooh, something shiny to make you pay more money, instead of just creating a good game that you want to play, bare bones. Because I think that they're incapable of creating a bare bones game that people will want to continue to play bare bones. That's just simple fact. They're out of touch with the community. They're out of touch with everything, because they're like, oh, we love our community. Yeah, that's why we're gonna put AI monitors for toxicity or whatever else. It's like, if you didn't have thick skin, like, okay, yeah, there was some toxicity. That's not, there's always toxicity. But if you didn't grow some thick skin, or have some thick skin, or develop some thick skin, don't put a fucking mic on. I learned how to socially interact with people playing Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, the original ones on the 360. Where you go into a lobby and if you heard this, automatically the entire lobby is just gonna jump on you. Oh, you fucking fat ass mouth breather. Hey, it's like your mom. That reminds me of how your mom was last night. Blah 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 blah. That's that's the kind of shit I learned how to socially interact with people. Of course, you don't do that in person. Everyone was had the common sense to not do that in person, but in the game, it's online. Everyone was doing that shit. So, like, yeah, there's people that were taking it overboard. There's always people that take it overboard, but you would just mute them. Like if there was someone that was just doing something that was so fucking egregious, you'd mute him and then you'd kick his ass, because usually people that were running their mouth like that sucked at the game. So you would just fucking kick their ass and then turn your mic on and say, "Shut the fuck up. You just got owned." And then they keep trying to run their mouth. You mute them again, stay in the same lobby and kick them, kick their ass some more, and then just keep it up until they fucking leave. And then you and the rest of the lobby make jokes about how they bitched out and left because they couldn't hang with, your guy's skill level. Or like me, I would go up against entire clans. Like there'd be parties of 6 people, entire, all the same clan tags. 9 times out of 10, they were better than me. And I would be the only person to stay in that lobby. And I'd get better and better and better and better. And then I got so good to the point where for on the 360, oh no, yeah, it was actually that was when they were doing world rankings. Uh, for the 360 on Call of Duty Ghosts, which is the last true Call of Duty before they started all the crazy shit. Call of Duty Ghosts, love it or hate it, that was the last true Call of Duty. I was ranked in the top 500 in the world for hardcore team deathmatch, hardcore kill confirmed, and hardcore because I only played hardcore. I still only play hardcore. Hardcore kill confirmed, hardcore domination, and hardcore team deathmatch. Hardcore TDM, I was in the top 100. Hardcore Dom, I was in the top 500. Hardcore kill confirmed, I was also in the top 500. I didn't play Search and Destroy. I never really played Search and Destroy, but when I would play it when it was Clan Wars time. But I was in the top, so I wasn't ranked in Search and Destroy. Everyone's like, "Oh, Search and Destroy, Search and Destroy." That's how a lot of people would rank up quick, is because there's a shit ton of you get one kill and it gives you like 1,000 XP. But for hardcore TDM, hardcore Dom, and hardcore kill confirmed, I was in the top of the world. My world rankings were in the top. Like I think the highest I climbed, the highest I climbed on hardcore TDM was I think for 2 weeks because I was unemployed at the time, so all I did was play. I was ranked 90th or 98th in the world. I was in the 90s. Like I was, just under the 100 mark of in the world for hardcore TDM. You know how much you have to fucking play in order to be ranked like that? Nowadays, I just play for fun now. Like I just now they're talking about AI, monitoring chat, AI monitoring this, AI monitoring that. Like hell, I'm ever gonna go into game chat if I ever do play those games again. I'm never gonna be in game chat. I will be in a private party chat with the guys in my party, or I will be in a Discord chat. I will not go in game chat ever. Not even to shit talk the other team. I will not do it because I'm not going to play part of that whole AI, baby monitoring crap. Yeah, back in the day, you could have friends like that, Elvis. Nowadays, you can't. It's just how it is. Like I'm 30. I don't have anything in common with any of these kids. Like some of them try and like when I was playing COD before the whole Nick Mercs thing, I would try and interact with people. I couldn't. It was just like they don't want to learn. They don't want to play that type of game. They don't want to build their skill and then, just be chill. They want to just shit talk, be an asshole, and be cool with their little clique of friends. Like when I was playing COD, I was probably the youngest guy in my clan. I was always probably the youngest person, but I was always, I would always play with them. You know, I was playing with guys in their 40s and 50s, and I was like 18, 19, even younger than that. But and that was but that was back then. That was like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghost, like way back on 360. Nowadays you can't do that. Nowadays, yeah, they will spam report, they will anything, even if you're just kind to them. Like I was in a lobby and there was, I think, a female. There's a couple females, a kid, and the another adult. And I got along with everyone except the kid because for some reason the kid just wanted to make stupid jokes about the females. And then the kid was, bitching and moaning about, oh, why doesn't anyone like me? Why doesn't anyone even be my friend? I'm like, well, you're not being friendly. You're being a twat. You're being an asshole to everyone. And then anyone who's trying to just casually play the game, you're being an asshole to. So yeah, no one wants to fucking play with you. Like, I don't care. I got a lot of friends. I was like, oh yeah, that's why they're on. But yeah, you can't nowadays. You can't. They're gonna come at you with some type of try and hit you with some type of label. They're gonna try and hit you with anything. Like they're 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 yes, echo chambers. Yes. And kids are worse. Kids are echo chambers unto themselves. So they create all this crazy BS. Like, and also I would just stay away from kids in general. Sorry, just they culturally any culturally they don't know how to be a gamer because they grew up in the Fortnite era of gaming, and the Fortnite era of gaming is just absolute toxic bullshit of I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. I'm gonna pay for mods and make everyone think I'm really, really good, but I'm actually trash at the fucking game. And then once I don't have my mods, and I'm just gonna be a little old whiny little bitch. And then anyone who calls me out on it is just gonna be I'm gonna report them. I'm gonna get all my friends to report them. I'm gonna lie and about this person and say that they're this, that, and the other. Avoid them. Just avoid them. Unfortunately, like it's the exception, not the rule, that you will find younger gamers that are worth playing with. Because okay, yeah, there's a kid that's really fucking good. There's gonna be something about that kid that's gonna make you want to just like reach to the screen and punch him in the face. And yeah. Yeah, it's an entirely different culture now, Elvis. Just kind of get back to your point. It's an entirely different culture now. You can't, like, before there was that understanding of like there is nothing weird going on here. We're just playing the game and we're chill. Nowadays, it's because they won't let kids be kids. And it goes back to the whole Nick Mertz thing. If kids were allowed to just be kids, it would be perfectly acceptable to interact with them in the context of the game. Like, am I frozen? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. My little live counter is being weird. But yeah, it's you can't nowadays. There's just too much crap going on, too much people trying to invent shit where there ain't shit. Yeah, once the I want to say that the true gaming community died when the Xbox One and the PS4 started coming out. That's when like the OG community kind of like took a step back and stopped really like interacting. Because when I went from the 360 to the Xbox One, the community was dead, and the community had switched over to the PlayStation. I refound the community back when I went to over the PlayStation, but then now with the new gen consoles of the XS and PS5, with all the stuff that they're putting into games and how they're making games, excuse me, the communities, almost all communities are dead the way that they have it. You can't sit in a lobby. You can't do anything unless you're in a party chat. They killed the community when they did that, because back in the day you could join a lobby, say it was an entire clan on the other team, and you could stay in there. Four other people would join you, or five other people would join you, and then you can get good with those people, or get good with you could find a group of people that you like really really quickly. Like nowadays you find one person that's kind of good, you play with them, then you find another person that's kind of good for one game, you invite them to play with you, and then they're fucking unbearable. Versus if there was a lobby, like just a standing lobby, like how old school games were, you hop in there, everyone stays in there, you figure out, hey, this guy's cool, this guy's a shit show, this guy, he's all right, hit or miss. This guy, I kind of don't want to ever fucking be around him again. Um, and yeah, but nowadays it's like you don't have that opportunity. You have to try and just one off it, of like chance it in a lobby, find decent people, see if they want to party up. If they do, okay. But then you have, oh, one person isn't vibing or feeling the vibe and they just decide to fuck off, or whatever the case is. It's just like that could have been figured out before anyone partied up, if there was a standing lobby and you guys were able to play like 2-3 games together. So that the community is dying because lobbies don't exist anymore, because you're not able to just sit in a lobby with people, talk to them. You join a lobby 20 to 30 seconds before the match starts, and then you have maybe 20 to 30 seconds with those same people afterwards, after the match, and then you're ripped out of there and thrown into another fucking lobby or another fucking server. That's There's no way you can maintain a community like that. And that's why the community's dying, is because lobbies don't exist, because there's no way to just stay socially interacting with people and figuring out, hey, this person's decent. Because again, you have to try and invite people, and then person sucks. Like I would play with my brother-in-laws, And this would happen like the three, there's three of us. We're looking for, we need three other people to kind of have a consistent team. Find people that are kind of halfway decent. We're like, okay, we'll chance it on these guys, and we invite them to party up. Party up. One of the guys doesn't have a mic or is doing something stupid. Um, one guy's just completely unbearable. It's like the fuck. It, it's no longer fun. They've made it no longer fun because of them taking out aspects that made the game the game. Yeah. But yeah, that's why we have these lives. That's why I hop on here every now and then when I can, to just chat, talk, figure out what we, you know, figure shit out. But yeah, uh, that's why the game industry is dying. That's why the community is dying. They're just making games that no one wants to play anymore. I Even on games where there's like standing lobbies, like Insurgency Sandstorm, you hop into a game or you hop into a server, and until you leave that server or the people that are in that server leave, you guys will stay playing. Like there's a co-op mode where you go against AI, and the AI is pretty decently done. At first, the AI is kind of like me, wonky, but then as you continue the mission along, because you actually have to like play out a mission in Insurgency Sandstorm. There's like you go to point A, you have to do it, capture it or destroy this certain point, and then you got to go point B, point C, point D, and it's like, and you have to work your way through this big map, and you have to actually, follow the objectives. And each time there's waves of AI that come at you. If you guys aren't communicating, if you guys aren't, you don't have to have a mic in that game because they have a little push wheel option. So you can click on the click and hold basically the push to talk button, because they have push to talk to where your mic isn't constantly going. But if you want to talk, you hit on Xbox, it's you hit the left bumper. So you'd hit and hold the left bumper, your mic activates, and then you could talk. So basically, like how in the real world, if you're using comms, you'd push the button, talk, and then release, and then talk through the walkie talkies. Well, not everyone, no, you don't even really need mics, because if you push and hold the button, a little wheel pops up of commands or like things to say. So if you see an enemy in a direction, you could be pointing in that direction, still firing, pull up the little wheel to communicate with your team, and then it'll send out a message, or like your avatar will say verbally, enemies 12 o'clock, enemies this way, and then it'll pop up on everyone's little mini map, hey, you're indicating that there's enemies over here that you're shooting, or we need to go or do the, you can communicate without even needing a mic. So 9 times out of 10, I'm not even wearing a mic or headphones or anything like that. I'm just communicating with the little push wheel thing. um but you get people in there that try and team kill, try and be assholes. And it's easy because you can vote to kick them. You can do stuff like that, like vote to kick if a guy's griefing. You can, um, and the lobby votes, kicks the guy out. Boom, he's gone. But there's a lobby. There's a standing lobby, and I've run into a few guys that are really fucking good and that play, and they're a lot of fun to play with. But that's one of the few games that has a lobby system still, where you join in and you could sit in a lobby and play with the same people. Like I've played the missions, they could take 30 minutes. Um, they can take 10 to 30 minutes. Because you get 3 tries at the mission. If everyone on the team dies before you're able to capture a point, then you have to restart from the beginning. So you could be at the final objective. Say everyone on the team dies, you don't complete the objective. You get sent back to the very beginning, the first, and then you have to play the entire mission all the way through again. You have 3 tries before it's mission failure, complete mission failure, and you're done. That's it. But I'm live streaming, by the way. So pants. Wife just walked in with Matilda. My 3-year-old. So tangent off tangent. But my 3-year-old, my 3-year-old a few months ago decided that she was going to cut her bangs. Well, then my wife was trying to trim them up a little more because they're getting in her eyes and in her mouth and everything. So we're trimming up her bangs, and she decided to keep moving her head. So it doesn't look bad, but my daughter now looks like Matilda. So if you want to pull up a picture of Matilda, the hairstyle that my kid has makes her look like that.
Wait, what did you say?
Well, I just said that her hairstyle makes her look like Matilda. But back to what I was saying about lobbies. I've stayed in a lobby with the same people. The thing is, none of us sent us a friend request to each other at all. But we stayed in the same lobby, and like maybe 1 or 2 people changed out because of whatever. But we stayed in the same lobby, and I think I played like 6 missions in a row with the same fucking people. Because you can stay in the lobby, and then once you complete a mission, it pops up a little menu of 6 choices of like where your next mission is. And you can either play security forces or the insurgents, So you could choose and they'll say, hey, do you want to play this map as security, this other map as insurgents? And they'll have, 6 options there for you. And you can, as a lobby, vote for whichever one you want. And then you guys play it. And if everyone stays in, you guys stay in the lobby. You guys stay together and stays as a team. And it's the same thing, I think, for multiplayer. It's the same way. It's like you guys stay in the same lobby. So you could keep playing with the same people over and over and over again. So you get a decent group of people where it's fun to play against them or with them. You could stay in that lobby. COD doesn't have that anymore. All these games that used to be like that don't have that anymore. Like Battlefield. Battlefield used to be like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. They had lobbies where you could like every now and then it would swap you off of teams, as needed. Say the Russian team was overpopulated with people and needed to balance out. You'd all be auto balanced to the other team. Sometimes and a little thing would pop up based off skill level. You've been auto balanced, or based off of needs, you've been auto balanced to the other team. Okay, fine, but they're still lobby and still the same people still playing. Like they don't have that anymore. Like the new Battlefield 2042 or whatever doesn't have that. It's you join a new friggin' lobby every single time. Same, it's the same thing with all these new games. Is there's no chance to build a community, to build cohesion, to talk, to communicate like that, because if you're not instantly saying, hey, let's team up with you, or hey, let's hop into a party chat or whatever, or hop into a party together, that's gone. But yeah, Insurgency Sandstorm has lobbies. Pretty sure that it's the same way. I'm not a strong enough PC gamer yet to play Arma online. I'm still playing through the single player missions in order to actually like understand PC gaming because I'm not a PC gamer. Like I bought a PC game, a gaming PC, and I started gaming just a few months ago. Like when I bought my house, I bought a gaming PC a little bit after that or before that. No, I can't remember exactly, but I got a gaming PC about the same time I got my house, which is in end of January, beginning of February of this year, and that's how long I've been gaming on a PC. That's it. So for me, on gaming, I don't feel comfortable enough to be playing with like guys that are like really fucking good yet. So I don't want to be that guy that's complete fucking noob in a lobby. So I haven't played online yet on the PC. But when it comes to gaming on Xbox, the Insurgency, I've worked my way up. I'm like level 140 something. Like they have a shit ton of levels. Like you could just keep leveling up. One great thing about uh one great thing about Insurgency is Insurgency, okay, you level up, but the weapons, attachments, anything like that is not based upon what's up, Link? Uh yeah, leveling up isn't attached to your weapon progression of like weapons or anything like that. So like you can have all the same you have the accessibility to all the weapons, all the attachments right off the bat. And you can figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Um what does end up leveling up is that I think you have to be level 10 or higher in order to be the commander. Because there is a command because there's different roles. You could play as just a strict rifleman, and you'd have access to just normal, like a rifle. And because it's kind of set up like with how a squad structure is set up in the actual military. In the actual military, you have riflemen, you have gunners, you have grenadiers, you have uh, radio men, and there's different roles. So each of the roles, there's certain things that certain things that they play to. So if you're playing as the grenadier, you're gonna have explosive grenades. But if you're playing as a rifleman, you can attach a grenade launcher to your rifle, but you're not going to have access to the explosive rounds. You're going to have access to, say, smoke rounds, um, different types of supporting rounds that aren't the explosive rounds. But the grenadier can carry the and also like rocket launchers and stuff. That's because that's their specific role. The gunner has access to the belt-fed machine guns. So, and there's only certain slots, so many slots. You choose your slot. If someone else has chosen it, well, it's not available, so you go to the next one. Um, if there is a commander, the commander can call in air support, airstrikes, artillery, different types of support off the comms. But in order for the commander to do that, someone has to play as comms. You can play as like you can only play as comms or the commander once you hit level 10. After that, because then you'll actually have an understanding of the game, how things work. Because you're not a noob. But other than that, there is no unlocking things. It's you get credits, like in-game credits for like, which is like the money thing. And then you can buy the different camos. You can buy the different stuff with the in-game credits that you get from just playing the game. Like, yes, they have some DLC that is you pay for it, but it's not expensive to get an exclusive skin or something like that. But if you say you want a high cut helmet with ear pro and a mic, that that visual aesthetic, because you can customize like the actual look of your guy. Okay, just level up a few times. You'll have the credits. You go in, you choose the one you choose out of the options they have which one you want. Click on it, boom, purchase, boom, done. That's it. Very simple, very basic, very simple. It's such a it's- and it's so refreshing too. It's such a genuine refreshing game, in my opinion. Yes, getting used to the whole mouse and keyboard, especially for Arma 3. Arma 3, you basically are using the entire keyboard for everything. Like you got your normal movement, you got your leaning, you got your position modifiers, your jump, you got reload. You're basically using the entire keyboard on Arma. And that is something I am still getting used to. Ground Branch is another great hardcore first person shooter. Um, I really, really like it. I saw a few YouTubers and TikTokers talking about it, and I was like, that game's awesome. I want it. Um, I found it on Steam, got it, and I've been playing. It has not as complicated controls as Arma, but the basic controls of like the combat movement and everything is pretty much this exact same as Arma. So I've been playing that, and the AI, you can adjust the AI settings to where the AI becomes very fucking difficult in that. So I've been doing that to get better with keyboard and mouse. But again, comes down to time. Not don't always have the time to be able to sit down and play because those games that actually require you physically to have skill, um those take more, those have more of a learning curve. Crosshair, oh nice. See, I this one isn't wired, it's a wireless one. I got it off of Yeah, I got this one off of friggin' what's it called? It's wireless. It's a Mamba. Yeah, it's from Amazon, and it also came with a keyboard. So it's a good keyboard. Like it's decent. I found on my other the other side. If I want to, what is this? This is a crosshair. Actually, let me see which one it is. It might be the same. This is a crosshair K60 over here that I have for. I have this one connected to my laptop. I don't game on it, but I really like. They had it on sale at the Walmart that was near me, so I got that. I might switch that one over to here and switch this back over there. But I don't have a mouse yet that is wired that I like. I kind of do like having a wireless mouse, but at the same time, I do know that there's latency problem. There is latency with that. Don't know if my you know, usable. Hmm. Yeah, I got a Crosshair K60. I probably should be using on my main gaming PC because I'm using this wireless Mamba. Mm. I like the mouse though. The mouse is very quiet. It's got two extra buttons on the side here, plus a button here that's programmable. But the mouse is very responsive. I do like how it clicks, like I do like the little how it's able to click, but why is it just constant on? This thing is supposed to be like breathing, like okay.
Missing a piece. Can't find it anywhere. And then this is stuck because it has to go through there.
Have you checked everywhere?
I'll have to look again, but it's not on the table. Look around the table.
Yeah, because that's gonna stop. That's gonna stop this base from moving at all. You gotta put it back. Yes, because this right here plugs into that, which pushes down on this, which stops this side from moving. Yes.
That little thing is stuck. I can't
Yeah.
get it.
Wife bought a Lego set, and I am the king of Legos around here.
The couch.
I'm shoving it in there.
Shove it only in front of the couch.
Okay.
You take the top off. And it just goes right back on.
Yeah, I know. I know how Legos work.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Got like $4,000 worth of Legos.
You talking to people?
Yeah, there's a few people in here. Been having conversations about stuff. I hope if I oriented it the right way. All right, see you, Essie. Have a good one, man. This is not wanting to come off at all. Like, what the hell? Here. I got it. I got this.
Just build it from the up and then go down.
I am taking this off, and it's not coming off. The whole base is coming off.
I told you just to give it to me.
You're the one that continued assembling it until when you didn't have all the pieces.
No, I did have all the pieces.
Britt, you can't put something on top if there's something that's supposed to go underneath. You didn't do the pieces in the correct order. It's Legos. It's knockoff Legos. It's Chinese Legos. Chegos. It's Chegos. Well, it's been an hour and a half, so I think I will call it for that. But if you have stayed with me for this long, thank you. Thank you for chatting with me. SE Elvis, Link, and Kenji, Joshua, Deaton. Thank you guys, and Rainers. Thank you guys. I will hopefully be doing this again soon. We'll just have to see how everything goes. I got some things I got to do that are going to require me to be away from stream. So instead of you just sitting looking at a chair, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream. But thank you guys. Season 3 of Pony Meets World is going to come out in 2024. That's no spoiler. Me and Joey have talked about it, so that's not a spoiler at all. But we do have some things that are planned to come out before episode 1 comes out. So stay tuned for that information on his Discord. And also I will be posting up anything and everything that I can. Of course, nothing with spoilers because we don't want to spoil this for you guys. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to smile.